Jackie Amos for News Channel 8, and I'm standing here on the Frederiksted Pier right in front of Serenade of the Seas. We have about 3,500 passengers visiting our beautiful island today, and we're going to take you straight into the news. We are lucky enough to talk to Senator Terrence Positive Nelson about a bill that he has on the docket. We don't know if it passed.
Today I was successful in passing a bill to name the command center B in Frederiksted after Officer Cuthbert Chapman. He died. He was an officer. He died in the line of service and line of duty rather. And the second bill was Bill Agriculture in the Classroom. It's very important in these trying times that we get back to the soil and understand there's value in them there, the soil, in that dirt. And the value is it can produce. And once upon a time, the Virgin Islands did make Denmark a powerful country through agricultural production here. And the only way we're going to rebuild the interest in agriculture is to have an agricultural program K to 12. You have agriculture in the classroom from grades K to 12. And it can come in a variety of ways. It can come in keeping nursery, keeping collectively keeping a school garden. They can actually make money from a school garden. You'll be surprised how much the earth will give to you if you just do a little tilling. So we're happy to have had those two bills ushered to the Rules Committee today. They still have to go through session, and I'm hopeful that we get the support. But in particular to the family of Officer Chapman, this initiative actually came from the officers of that command. They felt that since they lost a brethren in the force, in the line of duty, that they wanted something to remember him by, and they wanted to make him immortal through having his name on some place of service, particularly where he worked. And he worked there in the bike patrol there as well. And I think that it was noble for them to want such an initiative. We've been working on it for a couple of years now. We finally got it through, and we're hopeful that we have the support of our colleagues as we go through session.
It's wonderful, giving him a legacy, if you will. Now, you're obviously aware of the protests that are going on with the nurses and the teachers. Do you want to tell us how you feel about it, what your perspective is?
It's important to understand the value of protesting, and for right now in these times, first of all, I'm surprised that organized labor did not shut the government down since sometime last year when they first threatened with the 8% cut. I'm surprised they did not shut it down when they started actually having terminations. I'm surprised to this point that they have not taken any concerted effort towards letting the governor know you cannot waste money and then take it out on organized labor in particular. So I definitely do support the protest. I'm affected by it directly in that, you know, we took 8% cut, my wife and I. My wife is a teacher. My mother got terminated as one of the nurses as well. And, you know, I have an issue with the CEO, Jeff Nelson. You cannot make a statement, well, just go back to school to individuals, you know. You're telling them that their area of study is obsolete, it's not needed, when that's not true, because across the world, health professionals, CNAs, LPNs are well valued. What's actually happening that they're not saying is that these were nurses who were being paid off of NOPA. And they are nurses who are being paid off of the Hospital Revolving Fund. And that NOPA, meaning this is actually part of the governor's plan to reduce the workforce. It's not Jeff Nelson's plan. He probably carried it out at the hospital, but this is truly part of the whole overall termination. And I'm trying to find the right adjective here. I'm mad.
And we'd like to thank Senator Terrence Positive Nelson for that interview. Now, we take you to the remainder of former Senator Redfield's exclusive interview with presidential hopeful MITT Romney as he shares his perspective on the territory.
One of the other issues that we're always concerned about, and it goes back to the purchase of the U.S. Virgin Islands. Again, in 1917, we had certain tax advantages, particularly, and it also applies to Puerto Rico. And we're talking about the return of the cover-over rum tax comes back to the Virgin Islands, as well as we deal with their Jones Act. And these are things that have always been near and dear to us down here, just hoping that you will stick with us on some of these benefits.
You know, I was with Governor Fortunio, as you know, from Puerto Rico, and he has been kind enough to endorse my campaign, and we have spoken together and look forward to work together to develop an economic strategy to help revitalize the territories and to find ways to provide better jobs and better incomes. I mean, tourism has always been a great source of revenue and employment, but tourism is not as strong as it's been in the past. It's been an up or down matter, and it would be nice to have some operations and some businesses that are able to generate revenue for the workers, and revenue, of course, for the governments as well. So I will look forward to working with you and with your colleagues on developing strategies of that nature.
In this particular hemisphere, and I've listened to some of your speech, you've got a great deal of emphasis. We've got programs like down here, CARICOM, and again, we're in the middle of, again, trying to deal with these issues. It's just my hope that you realize how important, which I think you do, the Virgin Islands are to your long-term objectives, foreign policy objectives in the Caribbean as well as South and Central America.
Well, obviously the developments in Cuba are ones which have both alarmed us and give us some hope for change as the Fidel Castro regime will ultimately come to an end. The resurgence of people like Noriega and of course Chavez in Venezuela. His prominence has obviously made us very concerned. I think one of the great failings of American foreign policy over the last decade has been that we have concentrated so much of our attention in what's happening in the Middle East and what's happening in Asia that we have underinvested our thinking and our attention in the areas of the Caribbean and Latin America, South America, Central America, and so forth. And these areas of our shared hemisphere are areas that are in some cases going in directions which are counter to freedom and opportunity. In other places, we're seeing great growth and vitality. Brazil, for instance, is seeing a resurgence of economic activity.
Sure.
We need to participate, particularly in those areas where the United States of America has a prime responsibility, like Puerto Rico and the Virgin Islands. We need to make sure that the development of these islands is consistent with our values and with a strong economy, so that people are not tempted to move in a direction which would be aligned with, shall I say, less positive and less encouraging forces.
And we'd like to thank the host and producers of Straight Talk with Redfield. Today, we had the great chance to go down to Frederiksted and talk to some cruise ship passengers and travelers about their love for St. Croix.
You guys are visiting from where?
Michigan.
Michigan? And,
Yeah.
The first time to the Virgin Islands?
No, we come here a lot.
You guys are regular?
Yeah.
What do you like the most about St. Croix?
Everything. Frederiksted.
Frederiksted?
Yes, yes, very much.
We liked it. This is our favorite place to do absolutely nothing, but nothing. It's good.
So we work really hard in Michigan. It gets cold all winter long, and we look forward to March where we can come down here and just lay on the beach and do nothing.
Thank you so much.
Enjoy your wonderful culture and your very charming.
I'm a glass blower. I work with an oxygen propane torch and Pyrex glass. As far as my glass is concerned, necklaces. I have hearts are some of my specialties. Anklets, bracelets, necklaces. I also do some knot work. Do some crazy knotting stuff.
All unique pieces and can be found right here at Sam the Glass Man, and also online at samtheglassman@hotmail.com.
What's there not to love about St. Croix? We've been here a couple months now, and we're thinking about staying here permanently. There's so much to do. The people are beautiful. The weather's always nice. Well, except yesterday and today. I don't want to go back.
Go back where? Where are you from?
Pennsylvania.
We understand that, and we'd love to have you as residents.
Oh, that'll be great.
And the Frederiksted Clinic is asking that you take some time out to make an appointment.
Good day, everyone. This is Dr. Moses from Frederiksted Healthcare Incorporated Dental Department. I'm here to say that I'm so happy to have seen so many of you these last couple of weeks since we opened here for dental services. In order to provide care in the most convenient manner. I'm asking that you call to make an appointment rather than walk in. We want to avoid long wait times for you, so that's the best way for us to go about it. I am available for emergency walk-ins if you have tooth pain, facial swelling, or any kind of trauma. For example, you got hit in the face or your child fell down. I'll do my best to work you or your child in around my scheduled patients. But bear with me, there's just me and my 2 chairs. So please call for appointments as much as possible. Our number here is 340-772-0260.
We're really happy to say that we are excited that we have started our dental services. Again, we provide services to individuals who are insured, underinsured, and uninsured. That also includes individuals who have MAP, Medicare, or Medicaid. Again, if you are insured, uninsured, or any of the above, we also have a sliding fee program. So you don't have to worry about, can I afford to pay for these services? We have a program that we have a financial counselor that will sit with you, work with you according to your program, to your financial income, and will help you to ensure that you receive the services that are needed. And as we said, dental is a new thing on the block, but we also have a host of many other great services here at Frederiksted Healthcare. So at this time, we're going to have our Chief Medical Officer, Dr. Ben, speak to you a little more about some of the other services that we have to offer.
My name is Dr. Jamila Ben. I'm the Chief Medical Officer here at Frederiksted Healthcare. The services we provide include pediatrics, including newborn care, teen medicine, adult medicine, geriatrics, comprehensive eye care, including diabetic eye exams, foot care, obstetrics and gynecology. We do cervical cancer diagnosis and treatment along with that, behavioral health, including counseling, and a host of other services. Please call us at 772-0260 for more information.
And we'd like to thank Earl Morris for providing us with that footage. And when we come back, it's your Caribbean Report. It's International Women's Day today. Check out what Allison Hines is doing in our Caribbean Report. In music from Barbados, recognized across the Caribbean for her singing and stage prowess, Barbadian entertainer Allison Hines will turn her energies to a cause dear to her heart, the empowerment of her fellow females. The Allison Hines Wonderland Foundation is scheduled to be launched this Saturday, March 10th, in Barbados at the Ordinary Women Extraordinary Lives seminar being put on in honor of International Women's Day. The mission of the Allison Hines Foundation is to serve as a catalyst for transformational human development and community change by supporting programs and services that improve the quality of life for girls, women, and families worldwide. In Montserrat, in recognition of International Women's Day today, author and entrepreneur Nerissa Golden is calling on the church community in Montserrat to become more vocal and stand up against the increasing levels of violence against women. Just days after a woman was violently killed by her partner, Golden is the author of the Truly Caribbean Woman's Guide to Good Love and the Making of a Caribbean Entrepreneur. Golden feels the silence from the churches is deafening when it comes to crimes against women and said, quote, "Women have always been the foundation and continue to be the backbone of our churches. If our churches are not standing up for and with our women, then who will?" End quote. Golden is a mother of 4 and a domestic violence survivor, and over the next few weeks, Golden will be sharing more of her personal story and tips on how women can begin to make better choices to avoid violent relationships or get out of them. Read more about her challenges to move on after domestic violence occurs at trulycaribbean.net. From the Dominican Republic, a group of investors on Friday announced the construction of a natural gas-fired power plant with the capacity to produce 300 megawatts to be built next to the port near the town of Pepillo, Salcedo. The company, North Central Energy, said the liquefied natural gas-fired plant's first stage will cost $167 million to build and will have mostly U.S. investors, but will also include Dominican investors too. This project will not only provide a much-needed boost to the economy, it will also give the Northwest region a more stable electricity supply and energy at a lower cost, said Velaz Cabral, who is an engineer on the project. In sports from Jamaica, Jamaican senior cricket team's head coach, Junior Bennett, has stressed the importance of consistency heading into this weekend's regional 4-day contest against rivals Trinidad and Tobago. The national team is looking for a historic 5th straight regional title. Once we remain consistent with the bat, as we have been in recent games, we continue to bowl well and lift our outfield cricket, I believe we will do exceptionally well in this game, Bennett told members of the media yesterday, prior to the team's departure to the Twin Island Republic. Currently sitting at the top of the table with 48 points, 20 more points than second-place Trinidad and Tobago, Jamaica has already qualified for the semifinals of the competition. Additionally, Barbados and Guyana currently sit 3rd and 4th respectively, tied with 24 points. Barbados will host Guyana beginning on Friday at Kensington Oval. And in the arts from Antigua, congratulations are in order for authors Gulliver Johnson and Janie Conley Johnson, whose book Table Manners, a culinary review of hospitality in Antigua and Barbuda, attracted first prize as the winning cookbook design in the world at the 17th International Gourmand Awards. The ceremony was held Wednesday in Paris, France. A total of 162 countries entered this year's awards. The St. Croix Animal Shelter is asking the community to help out. And we are here at the St. Croix Animal Shelter with a call out to the community because there are some wonderful pets here that are waiting to be adopted. And they are asking for your help. And we are starting with Marsman first with this. I have Jelly in my hand. Tell us who you have.
I have Sammy.
What are we in need of today?
Well, we basically need a lot of puppies to get out. We have in a, kind of a bunch coming in, and we just need help from the community to try to get these dogs from home.
I'm holding, this is Yahoo. One of the biggest things that, like you said, is we need to find homes for these puppies. Also, if you're traveling to the States and you got room under your seat, let us know. These guys can travel to the States. Last year we saved 300 lives by sending them to the States, and we would love to do more than that this year if we can.
300 lives. Wow, that's incredible. What else do you have to say?
Well, this is Peanut Butter, and this is Jelly's brother. So he needs a good home with Jelly. And we have lots of others back there, too, that are very cute, that all need homes.
This is Oreo. We also have some kittens in foster care right now. They should be coming back in 2 weeks. There's about 5 of them, all different colors, and they're going to have pretty neat names as well. This is Oreo and Peanut Butter and Jelly. And
Peanut Butter, Jelly, Yahoo. These are just such I wish I could adopt them all myself, but Stewie and Ava wouldn't know what to do with all these brothers and sisters. But St. Croix Animal Shelter, give us the phone number again.
It's 778-1650.
And adoption hours are Monday through Saturday
from 12:30 to 5 p.m.
Please come out and make sure you come and get these babies. They are just good for your soul, trust me. And when we come back, Special Olympics. I had the personal chance to meet Miss Janice Lee and talk about the wonderful event, Special Olympics, that's coming up this weekend. And we are here with the wonderful Miss Janice Lee, who has been participating in a wonderful event called Special Olympics since 1977. I know she won't mind me saying that because she doesn't look like she has been, but it is this Saturday, and she has so much to share with us and why we should come out this Saturday for this event. So talk to us, Miss Lee.
Right. Well, I can talk about Special Olympics. This weekend, March the 10th, we will have our games again. This is the 35th games, and they'll be at Renaissance, which used to be Old Vialco or Old Martin Marietta. And the events we usually do are 10-meter assisted, and that we have a blind man that he can do this race, and then a couple of people who can't do much more than that. But we do 25 meters, 50 meters, and 100 meters. This year our athletes are all a little bit reluctant to sign up for a big long race, so we'll just have that. We have standing long jump, we have bocce, we have tennis. And tennis, we do skills and then games. And Mr. Kent Moorhead, I'm glad to say, is healthy again, and will take that for us. And let me see, long jump and softball throw and basketball skills. So all of those will go on simultaneously after we begin our games. And of course, they start with, as usual, our color guard, our junior ROTC from Central High will be there. Stan joins. The music teacher has promised to come and have a little combo that'll play some music for our athletes. And what else do you want to know about Saturday? We'll start now. I want everybody to be there and sign in between 8 and 8:30 because we do have some games. We're going to, the first time, we're going to do basketball. I have a basketball game beforehand. We're going to run it, probably be a shortened one. We're going to do soccer. Lucian Downs is going to bring all his stuff to do the soccer on the field, and we'll have bocce going. If you don't know what bocce is, you have to come out and find out. It's sort of like lawn bowling, but you'll have to come and see it. Even my Lions Club, who always run the standing long jump and then help in other places where they're needed, but they love it. They want to play just as much as all the athletes.
And in addition to this, I mean, Saturday is a great event, and as Miss Lee mentioned, 8 to 8:30 must come out, volunteer, bring your friends, siblings, everyone must come out and participate in this wonderful day. March 21st has been designated as a big day for the first time this year. So why don't you tell us about that?
Oh, thanks. Yes, I got a notice, and then anybody can get on the website and find this too. The United Nations General Assembly recently, or last year, passed a resolution to honor all our Down syndrome. So March the 21st will be our first Down syndrome day. Our CEO of Special Olympics had sent us, everybody, all the chapter directors, a notice about this. And of course, he's worked long and hard to get this done. And he had such a beautiful sentiment written in there that, you know, we want to honor those who brought so much joy and happiness to the communities and to families.
Can we reach you, Janice? Let us know.
Okay, at 772-2277.
772-2277, Saturday, March 10th, a wonderful opportunity to be a part of Special Olympics.